Please do not forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. Welcome to chapter 10 of Ramayana for children. Let's have a quick recap of what happened in the previous episode and move on to today's chapter. Lakshmana falls unconscious after Enraged attacks him with Shakti, his mighty weapon. Hanuman comes back from the Himalayas with Sanjeevani booty to cure Lakshmana and restore his health. The death of Ravana. Lakshmana went to meet Enraged and challenged him to a fight. When Enraged emerged from the Isht Devi's cave, the monkeys bit and scratched him badly and threw impure substances into the sacrificial fire so that he could no longer perform the yajna. Finally, Enraged sought permission from his father Ravana, consoled his wife Sulochana, and with a deafening roar, set off to confront Lakshmana in the battlefield. The two mighty warriors engaged in a fierce battle. Enraged used many of his magical weapons, but Lakshmana was more than a match for him and countered every move he made deftly. At last, Enraged was killed by Lakshmana's well-aimed arrow. When Ravana heard about the death of his beloved and brave son Enraged, he was overcome with grief. A pall of gloom descended on Lanka. Mandodari and the other queens blamed Ravana for the tragedy, but he was not ready to heed counsel. Instead, he armed himself for battle. Meanwhile, Rishi Agastya came to Rama and taught him the Aditya Stotra. It was the most powerful prayer in praise of Surya, the sun god, that Rama recited before his battle with Ravana. Ravana delivered a rousing speech to his army, urging them to enter the battlefield with renewed enthusiasm. A battle ensued between Rama and Ravana. Injured by Rama's sharp and well-aimed arrows, Ravana fell unconscious in his chariot. His charioteer quickly drove him away from the battlefield. But as soon as Ravana regained consciousness, he returned to the battlefield to fight Rama. At night, Mandodari requested Ravana to save the clan by going to Rama and seeking his forgiveness. He is the incarnation of Lord Vishnu. He is all-powerful, she said. Her words fell on deaf ears. Instead, Ravana went to the Mahakal temple to pray for strength. When Indra, king of the Devas, saw Rama fighting on foot in the battlefield, he sent his chariot and charioteer and requested Rama to use both in order to kill Ravana. Rama accepted to do so as a mark of respect for the Devas. Ravana used various mysterious and magical devices to distract Rama. But Rama rendered all his tricks useless. In the end, with the help of the Brahmastra, he finally killed Ravana, the demon king of Lanka. The Devas rejoiced. The sound of conch shells and drums announced the celebration of the end of the Rakshasas who had terrorized them for so long. They showered flowers on earth. Gandharvas and Apsaras, the celestial musicians and dancers, sang and danced to mark the victory. Meanwhile, Vibhishana mourned the death of his brother, and Mandodari wept inconsolably. Vibhishana performed the last rites of Ravana. Lakshmana, with Rama's blessings, went to the palace of Lanka, marking the coronation of Vibhishana as king of Lanka.